Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Oh, you guys, man, you have lost it.
All right, okay. Welcome to TLC, the live chat.
Where real talk meets real life. I'm Tina.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Cassie. Nothing's off limits. Expect deep chats, belly laughs, and a few wait, what moments.
It's unfiltered, unapologetic, and all heart. If you can do this, you've got this.
It's live.
So we've got my favourite Irishman on, and we're talking about
How many Irishmen do you know?
like one.
Yeah.
He's still my favourite,
Okay.
my ultimate favourite. He's actually one of my favourite people.
Yeah,
So
same.
anyway, we've got Pauly here talking about manifestation, which is one of my faves, and I've only just recently dabbled in it. I'm actually getting quite good now for about the last year, and law of attraction, all that sort of stuff. Pauly's right into it as well, so this should be juicy. Sit back and we may teach you a few things.
All right, Pauly, tell us what you know about manifesting.
All right. Hello to TLC.
Welcome.
My first experience of manifestation was in Ireland. And I'll just keep it short and sweet.
Will you?
Will you though?
There you go.
You
right?
don't
Doesn't
have
matter
to.
because
You
I
don't
don't
have
listen
to
all day
say.
long.
But I will keep it short and sweet. There's a history to it, but I'll keep it really short and sweet.
You don't have to keep it short.
Even that bit's not short and sweet.
Tina, be quiet. This is Tina's husband, by the way.
Yeah.
So
This is why I'm not being part of the main interview
Yeah, we-
here, because
see-
I would be very critical.
she's
Aw.
that's why she sounds echoey. We've put her in the back
Pauly,
seat.
tell your wife to shush.
Wished.
All right, go for
all
it.
good.
Go for it.
I had a poster on my bedroom wall of a rock in Thailand. And it was in PP Island.
I love people.
And it was an old school that it cost me €2, I reckon. And I put it in a frame and I put it on my wall, and it said, the choices you make, not the chances you take, determine your destiny.
I love that.
And that
That's
sat on
so
my
good.
wall for years, through a lot of shit. So, to me, that's the biggest manifestation on the planet.
Hang on. The choices you make,
Yeah,
and then what?
not the chances
Not
you take,
The chances you take.
determine your destiny.
That's
Okay.
so powerful and so strong.
So it was a poster, and it was of Thailand, a beach with a rock, and I had it there for years, like years.
So because it was there, and you would have read that all the time. So basically, inadvertently, you didn't even realise probably at the time that you were actually manifesting just by seeing that every day and reading it. You're actually manifesting.
Exactly. I
Even
didn't
knowing
even
it.
know where it was. I didn't even know where it was when I bought the picture. I just thought it was beautiful. And then I went to Thailand when I was 25 on the way coming here, and I looked at the same rock
Oh, wow.
in Koh Phangan, and I thought, that's my experience with
So
manifestation.
you manifested even going there without realising it.
Well, I spent 6 weeks on this island, looking at these rocks, fishing and swimming.
Oh, but
Basically, that's my first experience of manifestation. And it's very deep for me because it was through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And then to sit on, like I remember sitting on the beach in Thailand looking at the rocks, and looking back on it now, I'm thinking, that's probably the biggest manifestation I've had in my life. But the more I look at it, I think the secret to life is positivity. Because if you're positive and grateful and have gratitude with your day-to-day existence, that's the secret to everything. So if you believe you're going to do something, I think that's everything. Every day, think positive, and that's what I believe.
100%.
I think that's beautiful.
I totally agree.
I agree
it's
too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you're so right. Like, it's that, it comes back to that mindset and the law of attraction. You notice, look, and we've all been there. You can get negative. Shit can go wrong in life. We've all been there. One thing after another, you think, oh, you drop something and something goes wrong, the tire's flat. You get in that sort of down mode and you're like, oh, what next? What next? So you're literally drawing in that negativity and already anticipating that the next shit thing's going to happen. You're basically putting it out there. So you're already putting out like that vibe of it's all going to shit. So it's like a magnet, or it's going to stick. And then you go somewhere and your card declines and then spiral and you just throw your hands in the air and just go. Oh. And when something falls down or whatever and then it makes me late for work, thank you, universe, because what if that didn't fall down or make me late and I drove out into the freeway and then some truck or whatever, you don't know. Like, there's things I believe now that goes wrong. Someone's looking after you. So I'll give you an example, and it's a little bit disturbing in one way. So I was coming out of a car park a couple years ago. I was in Townsville. Now, I'm pretty polite. So I was going to turn and come out, and I ushered a car in front of me. Because I think there's not enough Aussie way now. Everyone's in a rush. I ushered this young girl out in front of me. So we come up then to the turn-off, and my mind just automatically goes, don't turn right and turn left. And I was like, what? That makes no sense, because to turn right, I would have got back on the freeway and then out to where I needed to go. But just this real strong intuition, I turn left. And I was like, what? All right. Anyway, so I turned left. I then had to go round the block, and I turn up around back in front of the shopping centre at the lights, waiting to go. I look across the lights, and there's that young girl sitting across from me in a car at the front of the intersection. And I'm like, oh, there's that girl. That was just weird that I went all the way around the block. Next minute, the lights go. This ute comes ploughing through. She moves off, collects her in the middle of the intersection, right? The ute comes to a standstill, doors fly open, two young lads jump out. Obviously, the car's stolen. Take off. I'm sitting there going, oh, like in complete shock. Now, luckily, this young girl in the car was fine. Thank God, because I would have felt so incredibly terrible. Actually, at the lights, there was a lot of army vehicles, so they all come out like ants and ran after these two young lads, thank God. They actually ran them down. It was so good to see, because they screwed up a couple of cars and nearly killed people. So I just had this intuition. I went around the block, made no sense. Yes, that happened. It wasn't great, but she was totally fine. Maybe if I'd gone that way, it was going to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? So who knows? What I'm saying is that was my blessing. Maybe that was going to go wrong if I was sitting there.
100%.
Yeah. So that you're saying there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens
Sometimes,
for a reason.
Yeah. I now know, because I've had so many things, other things too, that make sense.
Do you remember when the tree fell on my car and rode off my car 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I should have been in that car. It's crazy that I wasn't in that car. But I was at the counter at this nursery what was I doing? I was paying for my plants, and then I looked over and I saw this little turtle, this little kind of pottery turtle thing that would fit a little succulent in it that was $20, but it was kind of cute. And I think I just paid for my other stuff, or I was about to pay. And I was talking to the lady at the counter like, oh, that's a cute little turtle, but I don't really need that turtle. What am I going to do with it? I've got enough, blah, blah. But then it was just this, it was like smiling at me, this little turtle. I'm like, oh.
I love turtles.
I know, I like turtles. I'm like, oh, it's so cute and it's smiling at me. I'll get it. Well, just that 30-second conversation about that turtle saved my life, because as we were talking about that turtle, we both looked over and a gum tree fell and crushed my car and wrote off my car.
No
but
way.
if I had just bought the plants and walked to the car, I would have either been standing next to the car or sitting in the car. So that little $20 turtle that was smiling at me on the counter saved my life. I should be dead. Several times I should be dead because of things.
That's
but
crazy.
something's happened.
That's great.
Wasn't my time yet.
Not your time.
But just going back to manifestation.
Yeah, we got
We've
off
got
a
a
bit
little bit off track.
Yeah, we
Honestly,
do. Because Tina's
look,
got great manifesting stories.
my oldest brother Tony has been going on about The Secret for 20 years.
Has he read the book, The Secret?
Yes.
Me too. It's amazing. Everybody should read it.
I
Have you read
actually
it, Pauly?
You haven't?
Yes.
No,
Have you not
I've
read
been-
it? It's not
no,
very
I've been
big.
wanting
It's
to
a,
do it.
it's
Yes,
a quick,
read
easy
it,
read.
read it.
Yeah.
It's
I
easy.
need. I've read
It's the
other things.
original.
It's not hard.
Everybody should read it. It's only about that fat. It's
It's easy.
easy.
Heaps
So
of
much sense.
manifestation
Doesn't
stuff.
it? So much sense.
So I need to do that.
Look,
yeah.
negativity is addictive, okay? To feel negative and to feel down, I think it's like a reverse endorphin. Okay. So people get a high off being all depressed. Right, straight up. So you need to go to the gym, walk, move, and just keep train like the golfer that takes 300 drives to hit one straight. You have to train yourself. Wake up, think positive. It's very important. Think that you're going to be successful. Think you're going to be loaded. Do whatever you want, whatever gets your gears going. But negativity is addictive,
And so is anger.
so
You
is
see people that their first reaction is to get angry
yeah.
rather than just stop and assess the situation. Their first reaction is anger, and they actually get an adrenaline pump off of that.
Doesn't it take more energy,
to be
muscles
angry.
in your face,
Yeah.
things like that? Yeah, to be cranky or angry than just to kind of smile or laugh it off, or it uses up a lot of your energy to be so negative.
Yeah.
But Paulie, going back to that and you saying just think positive, go for it. Have you noticed though too, you can come into a place and people are pissed off, something's happened. If you walk in and go, hey guys, come on, it sort of lifts the mood straight away. You bring in something and then crack a joke.
Well, it's
and then
contagious,
old
isn't
mates
it?
like, oh, fuck off or whatever. But you have a bit of, if you get that one person that just goes, come on, and then someone laughs
Lifts
at
the
something,
room.
and then you've lifted the room. It
Yeah.
might take a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's that snapping people out of being in that place in their head where I've got to dwell on this and they piss me off and I need to keep thinking about it and breathing it and eating it, basically, if you come in and break that.
There's a saying, holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, that's a
And-
good one.
Yeah, Paulie's dad, Joe, told me that years and years
That's a
and years
really
ago,
good one.
and I've never forgotten it. And when you release that grudge and that anger, you free yourself. The other person doesn't know the difference whether you're angry or not. Their life's still continuing on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've digressed majorly.
Yeah. But positive thoughts, isn't that what you think does happen? So the thoughts that you have, I
Yeah.
think that's what The
Rejected.
Secret mostly was about.
Yeah,
the
so-
things
I like
that
to-
you think about actually do come to fruition because you're putting it out into the universe. And so then it will come back to you. So if you're thinking all negative stuff will come back to you.
That's
if you're
basically
thinking
it, yeah.
positive stuff will come back to you. And I have found lately I'm a much more positive person than I was a few years ago. And really great things are happening to me. And the more I think about these things, the more great things are happening to me. And I'm very optimistic. And like you said about money's not that important to me, but money does help. I feel like I've got to get money. I feel like all these good stuff's going to happen to me because I believe it and I believe in myself and I want it and I just can't see a reason why it's not going to happen.
The secret to life.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't actually care about money. That was ridiculous. That was a bad example.
Does.
Although-
Money does.
It gives you a bit of freedom.
and it buys
yeah.
options.
Yeah.
It
Not
does.
only
Yeah,
that, like if you
I don't
watch
want
any of
money.
the Tony Robbins stuff,
Yeah.
like he makes money in order to help people.
Yeah.
So he has that whole Feed America
Yeah.
thing.
I don't want to be rich or
His
that.
first
I
and
want to be
foremost-
filthy rich.
But money, sorry, Tina, to
Filthy
cut you
rich,
off. Money
I wanna.
doesn't make you happy, but it does bring opportunity to
Filthy
make other
$1 million
Is
rich.
it? Yeah.
What
$1 billion. Seriously.
His
Pauly,
main
I'm with
thing
you, mate.
is
I'm with you.
do
Straight up.
help people first.
Straight
Money
up.
will follow.
Yeah.
And that will help you help more
Yeah.
people.
I also
Seriously,
don't
though,
care about
Pauly,
money,
don't
though.
you think, though, we've been programmed in a way to be like, we shouldn't want money. There's nothing wrong with wanting money and being wealthy. What you do with it and
Exactly.
who you are.
Yep.
It's like Tina saying, you can help people, or it buys you options, or you can leave a legacy, whatever it is. It's what you do with it and who you are with it. So when we were young, like, oh, they're rich. Oh, they're going to stick up their ass. They're like, oh, once you get rich, you turn into an arsehole when you're up yourself. That's programming. That's basically, you should stay here, because if you become one of them, you're going to be...
Change.
You'll
be a different
shit
person.
You're
Yeah.
gonna, and that's...
Stops you wanting
There's
it.
nothing wrong
And you feel
with
guilty
money.
when you get
There's
it.
nothing wrong with things. It's what you do with it and how you live your life. Like you said, Pauly, just be positive, be a good person. And if wealth comes with that, oh, bring it on.
Yeah.
One thing on the manifestation, what you really have to do with manifestation is when you imagine something and you put yourself in your head and you imagine a situation, and sometimes you can play it back on a situation, what you're trying to figure out how a situation is going to go. Well, use manifestation like you're walking onto a yacht that's parked off an island on PP Island. Okay, you got 4 people running the boat, sorting out the grub. You got a fridge full of beer.
Are we on this boat?
You're on the boat.
I'm totally there.
Now
We better be.
We better be.
we're manifesting right now,
I'm
right?
there
Hang
with
on,
you.
this is how you
Yes,
manifest
I'm
it.
there with you.
I'm walking on. I'm walking up the boat. I kick off my shoes. Take
The
off.
details, isn't
Take
it?
off my socks. Throw them on the ground.
Oh.
Open
The
up the
details.
fridge. Open up the fridge. Pull out a Corona. Put in a lime. Walk up on the deck.
Feel that cold beer in your hand.
Sit on the deck.
It's like a movie.
Sit on the deck. Look out at the big rock. I looked at Ballybeg. Big picture. That's manifestation. Right? But you have to believe it.
Feel it.
Do you know when you're lying in the bed and you can't sleep? This is what I do, right? I lying in the bed, I can't sleep. I'm like, all right, where am I going on holidays tonight? All right, Bali. All right, lying down. You know, and you, in your mind is a mad thing, lads. We only activate 5% of our mind. I don't know if that's true, but
Sounds good.
sounds good.
I was thinking
But
that you
anyway,
had a fact
I'm
there,
probably
like a
right.
scientific
Anyway,
fact.
I'm going to shut up now because I'll keep going
No,
all
I
night.
like it.
Because you're the star
I find that
guest.
interesting.
Go.
So, like detail.
Detail.
I think about things that I
Yeah,
want, but I
it's-
don't go into that much
All
detail.
you
But if someone fucked you off, like during COVID, right, which they did,
That didn't happen.
you would have you would probably have manifested a situation where you would have trying to figure something out negatively. You probably would have went, all right, this is going to happen, I'll do this. Instead of the negative manifestation, the key is the positive manifestation.
Yeah, I have learned that.
I don't want to sound like an know-it-all, but all right, I reckon it's the key to life.
It is. You're right. It is The Secret.
It is
And
The
Cassie,
Secret.
definitely read that book. Everybody should read that
And
book.
Tina needs to read it. I don't think you've read it.
I have read it.
Have you?
Tina,
I
talk about
manifested
your...
where we live
Oh, yeah, I was going to
right
say
now.
that. Talk about
Yeah.
that
Oh,
story.
you need to talk about it.
Yeah. So, moving from townhouse down the road, and the neighbour was a lunatic, and so we had to move. And I said to Pauly, I want something on the beach, but not with a park in front, a footpath for people to walk past. It needs to be private, and it needs to be full retro with, you know, brown lino and like a beach shack, but it's surrounded by $1 million properties. And it's
That is exactly
literally
what you've
we
got.
got. Literally.
Exactly.
My next manifestation is, because of the shit that's happening now, which we won't go into,
We should.
is...
We should air that out.
Oh, okay. Seriously,
Yeah,
though,
talk
I just
about
have
it.
to say
Talk
this
about
real
it.
quick.
What's this?
So we currently
The
live...
situation you're in.
Ah, yeah.
We currently live in the place that I manifested. We've been here for over 4 years. They recently sold the property, and the new owner wants to take the rent from $590 a week to $1,100 a week.
Like double.
An 86% increase. So, of course, I'm taking him to the tribunal.
Yeah. Is that
because
legal?
It is.
I suppose you could do what you like when you own the house, can't you?
You can put whatever rent you want on there, but people can dispute it, and no one disputes it. But I am.
They haven't met Tina.
Right? Fuck them, honestly. This has taken up my whole week, but I don't care. And we are probably going to move, but I just want to screw him to the wall before we do.
Yeah. Amen to that.
That's why we love you.
Right? And that's my manifest fucking station at the moment.
You're cracked.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we screwed that prick to the wall.
And you screwed that prick to the... You know what? That's a wrap for tonight. Thanks to our favourite Irishman, Pauly. Been a pleasure. Thanks for your manifestation tips, your positivity. You're a legend.
Thank you, August Sloan Lat. Gaurav Maragut. Pogue Mahone.
Thanks for listening to the live chat. We don't want to offend anyone. We're not experts. We're just talking about personal opinions, and we want you to live your life and make your own decisions.
Kind of covers everything. Yeah, that's it.